So hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. I absolutely loved Trust.
Love to hear it. I love to hear it.
What was it about this film that just really excited you to be a part of it?
I think each character was actually so weird and crazy and different in their own way. So that's kind of what drew me to the script and why I wanted to do it. Also was very different than what I've been doing for a while. So I think kind of just the fun and the different things that I got to do in this movie was what I really wanted to do, to be honest. I just like switching stuff up sometimes. Sometimes you do something for so long, you're like, oh, I want to go do this now. And that's kind of what I saw when I read Marcus, and I was like, yeah, I got to do this.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What did you do to prepare to play him?
I definitely I weirdly watched a lot of like hillbilly type movies, and those were kind of the stuff that like it doesn't say that he is that, but you could tell there's like parts of him that definitely is. Like even Reese, my Uncle Darren, throughout the movie, he kind of went into like a southern draw sometimes, and so maybe they're from the South. Maybe there was kind of like alluded to a lot, but didn't really explain, which I love because sometimes in movies, the best things aren't explained. And I thought that was what was fun, especially the relationship like of who all three of them were in the house. Like that even really wasn't fully explained. So I thought that was actually interesting and brought a lot more to the character because you're always kind of wondering, like who are these guys? What are they doing?
Right, right. Yeah. It was kind of, we got to know them more when they were off screen than when they were on
Right.
screen.
Right, exactly. And I think that's always kind of fun because you don't have to like feed it to everyone, like, hey, oh, I'm this, you're this. Like it was kind of fun to see the exposition through different characters. And actually kind of was a theme throughout a lot of this movie. Like you saw a lot of exposition when that character was not on screen, which is always fun.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, now that you say that, that
I
kind
just
of
that just clocked me too. I was like, oh, there's actually a lot of different, yeah.
that's really cool. Um, so the name of the film is Trust, and that is a big theme throughout the entire thing. What do you think it is about trust that really lends itself to the thriller genre?
Um, I think trust is such a big thing in the real world because you have to trust your friends, you have to trust your family, obviously. And once that's gone, all bets are off. Like if you don't have trust between someone, like obviously we saw what happened in the movie, like bad things can happen if you don't trust the people who are closest to you. Especially, Sophie's character, Lauren, like she doesn't trust the people that are closest to her, and I think that's the most dangerous part because they know where to find you, they know everything about you. So I feel like the more someone knows about you, the more you have to trust them in a way, and them trust you.
Right, right. And as we've seen in the movie, it affects actors and people in the public light just as much as it affects the average Joe.
Yep.
So what do you hope people take away from watching this?
I honestly just want people to be on the edge of their seat for 90 minutes and just have fun and enjoy the creepy, weird, gross fun that this movie really is. I mean, like, there's nothing better than going to a theater and forgetting you're in the theater. And I feel like this movie does that for sure. So I would really just say go enjoy it, be grossed out, be excited, be, cringe a little and laugh. Like I feel like that's kind of the theme throughout this thing is just go watch it and enjoy it.
Um, I spoke to Carlson yesterday about this and she mentioned that being an actor, there's a little bit more of a personal experience with the idea of trust, and
Mhm.
specifically in the context of this movie. And she also mentioned that Sophie has some of that too. Did you feel any sort of catharsis when making this, or like what was your experience with that?
I don't know because I really wasn't on the side of being the person who was getting hacked or the scandal that happened. I wasn't on that side. I was more on the not great side of everything. So I didn't really get to live that. I bet Sophie probably did for sure because, she has paparazzi that follow her everywhere. So she definitely related to that in a way. But my character, not really. My character was more in the trenches. He was more, in the dirty house and doing the dirty deeds. So I think I didn't really relate to that as much as she did. But watching it for sure, you can definitely be like, oh yeah, you see where your privacy is definitely not there as much as you want being an actor. But I feel like Sophie definitely had it a little worse filming this movie.
No, that's totally fair, totally understandable. Um, what are you most excited for people to see when they watch this?
I don't. What am I most excited for people to see? This is a weird subject to like be like I can't wait, but again, like it
Fair.
is just like I weirdly like movies that because it's my job obviously, but like that are based in Hollywood, like Entourage, like that kind of world. I always think is fun of like seeing the behind the scenes of like celebrity or like there's just something about it that now you see it and I live it, day to day being an actor and being on set. And then you kind of get to see her character grow up in the industry. Um, I always think that's fun, like peeling back the curtain in a way. There are parts of it that are filmed on a movie set, which is cool. Um, so I like peeling back the curtain because it also is my job, and people are like, "Oh, this is what you do." That is kind of what I feel like I'm most excited about, but also like I'm most excited about people to just be locked in because I feel like this is a movie that people are locked in when they're watching it, edge of the seat thriller, and I think that's always most fun.
No, I couldn't agree more. No, I'm a fandom studies scholar, so anything having to do with like Hollywood within Hollywood is right up
Yeah,
my alley.
yeah, it's fun. It really is fun. I love it. I even like Entourage or like I'm trying to think of like there was a scene in the Entourage movie where Ari Gold was driving through the lot, which there is a couple lot scenes of like in trailers and stuff like that in Trust, where he's driving through the lot and he's talking to Jessica Alba and he's talking to David Spade, and it's just like it's such like a cool thing to see Hollywood within Hollywood on the screen.
No, for sure, for sure. Um, kind of keeping in the realm of Hollywood and stuff, like what's up next for you? Can you share any new projects?
I have some announcements coming soon of some things that are in the works that I'm super excited about. I can't wait to share. Um, I feel like all three big things that I have coming up haven't been announced yet, so it is kind of tough because like I want to tease it or talk about it. But I'm hoping I know I did. They did announce Ma 2, which is super cool. I was in the original. And I just want a cam. I don't even want to be in the movie. I just want like a quick Chaz cameo just so I can relive that one more time because that was just such a fun part of my life. So I will say go watch Ma 2. Whenever they do that or when that comes out, go watch it.
Awesome, awesome. I'll be on the lookout for the announcements. Are they coming like soon-ish?
Yes, definitely within the next month or two. There will be some announcements which I'm excited for.
All right, perfect. In the meantime, if people want to stay up to date with you and your work, where can we follow you?
Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, at Gianni V Paolo.